Hey everybody, welcome back to Board and Savior. Today we are looking inside of this box. That's the whole thing. You read the title, you know what's going on. If you're here, you're family. Is that Olive Garden? Something like that. Harrow County, the game of Gothic conflict. We are doing an unboxing today. Where should we put this so it's still in the frame? Wow, branding. Okay, so first of all, we have a rule book. This is very important. In board games, rule books are actually how you learn how to play the game. All right, I'm not gonna do that for the whole time. This is a pretty freaking chunky rule book, 40 pages. Okay, out the gate, look at this. No quick reference on the back of it. I judge that. I don't know if it's not necessary. Maybe there's great reference cards in the game, but on an initial glance, I'm like, uh-oh, I want a reference. So I did a little bit of research. I obviously did the research when I initially bought Harrow Conflict, the game of Gothic conflict, Harrow County, Harrow. I did a little research, obviously, when I bought the game, but I did some in preparation for the unboxing so that I would sort of kind of know what I'm talking about. Obviously, Off the Page Games, they did mind management. They kind of base all of their games on existing IP. In the case of mind management in Harrow County, it's literally off the page of a comic book. So Harrow County is a comic book, and because of that, we have little things like this included. This is a little like newspaper, the Harrow County Observer, with our lovely headline here: local livestock found mutilated. How fun is that? And there's all kinds of fun little Easter eggs and lore in here. There's even a little comic, like little Sunday funnies, Lil Stabner. Oh, what a delightful time for Harrow County. So that's the paper stuff in the box. Very important. You can't play a game if you don't know how to play it. That's a lesson that I learned long ago. All right, so it looks like we do have here some reference cards, which is important. There's a board game that I just played. It was in my, what's it called? Haul video. A game that I was very excited about, and by the way, totally love after one play. But there is no reference on the back, and instead there's an ad for another board game as opposed to a quick rules reference. That, if I do a review, oh boy, you better believe I'm going to be talking about that. So there are turn order. There's a turn order for Hester, Hester versus Fairfolk round order, attack summary, and attack. Okay, so this is for the I guess the solo maybe stuff, because I know you play as Hester in the solo version of Harrow County. Let's take a look at the board. I saw that on prototype boards it was like a square, like a regular square board with like edges that didn't do anything, but now it's just the hexagonal board, which looks good, and it's two different sides if you want a different experience. Replayability, you ever heard of it? We've got, a bag for the family. This is where the family's tokens go. Is it high quality? Pretty high quality. Yeah, it feels pretty nice. I like the strings. They are soft to the touch. Are you interested? I don't know. This like little printed on the family thing looks good to me. I like how it appears to the naked eye. And yeah, it's kind of the felt quality that you would come to expect from board games. We have this little thing. Oh, I know what this does. This is how you make it so nice and easy to drop cubes into the cube tower box thingy. It doesn't stay in like amazingly well, I'll say. Like it's a little, you can see it's a little wibbly and a little wobbly. Both of those things are true. Moving right along, we've got some dials. And we're back. I punched it out. I put it together. I'm very talented. It was very easy. No complaints at all. Everything fit together well. There was no, for me, no difficulty like getting anything to fit any type of way. This right here, as you'll see, I just did it. This does not fit like perfectly. Like there's definitely some bending on this little connecting puzzle piece here. But I think that's one of the things that you just expect out of board games, that puzzle piece type things, when they're a tight fit, when you want it to actually be snug, they're not going to be a perfect fit. Like, they need to be a little oversized. How interesting is this conversation? Oh yeah. Oh, this is the good stuff. Games that do this are the best games. When you've got your little box just for your thing and it's all contained, like, I don't think these are, I don't know if these are actual like game trays, like the branded thing, but they're just so great. Oh my gosh. So you've got all the different leaders. I don't know if that's the actual like technical term for them, but all the different leaders of the family, people that you can slot in and say, hey, you're the guy who I'm trusting to be the family today. And because you've got all the leader big tiles, you've got all these nice leader standees, I guess you would call them. You could call them if you wanted to. This is, by the way, the deluxe version of Harrow County, but not the satchel version. Let's talk about that for a second while I lay out these little jars. Wow, these pieces all look so freaking great. They're nice wood pieces. This feels good. I like touching these things. So the Satchel Edition is a game of Harrow County where everything is the same, except it comes in a satchel, and I think certain pieces are replaced. The wood versions are metal. Now, don't get me wrong, metal things appeal to me in board games. That's just a cool thing. But Harrow County to me felt like a wood game. It felt like one where wood made a lot of sense. I mean, the whole thing is that the box is that you're dropping things into a tree, and that's making things come out. And Hester is there's a tree planted on, or she was hung from a tree, and her spirit's still in the tree. Or I don't know, I don't remember. Regardless, so the metal, while is an appealing idea, it didn't sell me. And then I don't know, the fact that it was in a satchel, I thought that sounded kind of silly to me. And if you love the satchel, that's great. I am very happy for you if you have the satchel and you totally vibe with that. But I don't know, I'm cool with it being in a box. That's fine with me, because that's most of my board games back here. I've got like very few satchel-bound games, and thus far, I'm doing okay. So I felt like the satchel was a bit of a gimmicky thing that I just didn't really get. And feeling up these wood pieces, I am having a lovely time. This all feels so good to the touch. So this is the little thingy that slots in at the bottom of whoever your leader is, the like family specific, I don't know if you call that like an action chain or a bonus chain, some kind of chain, right? Everybody needs one of those. So there's that. Then there's the haints, the little guys that are working with the family. These are, obviously the family is the bad ones. So these are kind of scary, spooky, scary skull guys. It's all right. I'm going to be okay. They also, if you'll notice, have a little hole in their ear, and that is for one of the other factions in the game. Hester can take control of the haints of all the different factions by putting little worms into their ear, which is fun. Classic blue cubes. Can't go wrong with cubes in a board game. It's practically a requirement at this point. And then we've got these little wooden tiles that say the types of actions and other bonuses that you can get. So that's pretty cool, and they slot in nice. I was worried for a second because I know that they're cardboard components in like the prototypes that I was looking at, and I was worried that these wouldn't be the right size, but they totally are. They slot in real good. Watch this. Watch this. You see this? Watch. Oh, yeah, that's satisfying. That feels real good. All right, so that is the family. We're going to pack them up. There's also cards. I didn't look at them before, so I'll look at them now. Nice. Nice. Either direct artwork from the book or very inspired by it. Looks good. And we are moving right along to the other starting faction, the Protectors, led by Jillian. I don't remember what her name is. She's a little girl who was born from the tree, and everyone thought she was going to be bad, but she's not bad. Emmy! Nailed it. I don't remember what I called her. Jillian? Yeah, that's not it. That wasn't it. I was wrong. So Emmy, same deal as the protectors in this great little tray. I'll open the cards first, because the cards, I don't care about the cards. They're only going to be so cool, right? There's little dinky cards. Banish, blowing up a storm, conjure the dead. These feel, actually, I was going to say, I said before, I don't care about the cards. Turns out I kind of do. They're a really nice finish. They feel really smooth. We've got the same little leader standees and then leader boards for all the different leaders. You got the little thing that goes underneath the leader, slots in real nice, like so. Let's see, what else do we have? The townsfolk that you are trying to get to safety are these lovely little meeples. Same thing with the family. You've got some haints with a little hole in their ear for Hester to take control of them. Look at these cute little weirdos. And finally, you've got some star marker tokens and the path tokens as well, and the jars, mason jars. Yeah, all right. As I pack this stuff. Oh, and of course the cubes. I always forget at least one thing. I really cannot tell you enough how nice all of this stuff feels. Good chunky wood components go a long way. Nice thick cardboard components go a long way too. I am having a good time touching all of this stuff, I have to say. This is nice. I really like this. So that is the protectors. And moving right along to the scariest lady, Hester. She is in a little bit of a different tray. Just a cute little half tray. She's got all kinds of scary fire. Oh no. Lots and lots of these. A whole bunch. She's got her own little deck of cards here. Same deal, super smooth and lovely. Yeah, baby, super smooth and lovely. Desperate grasp, draw closer. Hell's half acre. Well, that sounds scary. Mud in your eye. Oh, it's only gonna hurt for a moment though. That's nice. Oh, there's one of the little things going into an ear. How beautiful. What lovely imagery. She's got a whole bunch of different colored cubes. Greens and browns and teals and yellows. She's got these brambles that reach out from the trees. She's got her little leader standee, brambles in both black and brown. And then, of course, I was mentioning earlier, all these little plastic worms that go into the ears of the haints. Take control of them. These are great. I love these. I wonder in the game how easy it is to read them on the board. Because like depending on the angle of the haint, they might be like faced away from you and you might not be able to see the little worm super well. So I wonder usability wise how that is. But as an idea, I think it's great. And I hope that it is great in practice as well. All right, now we've got Cammy, or Kami. Probably not Kami. That has a different meaning. We've got the leaders for this faction, the Brute, the Backbiter, and the Trickster. I don't know if Kami might be just the leader. Got this little board, believe it or not, little deck of cards. Tiny little adorable deck of cards. Okay, so first of all, noticing Kami covered in blood. Little scary, not gonna lie. Dolls Whisper, hate it. Who wants dolls that whisper? That's a bad time. Sleight of hand. What is happening in this photo? Oh, that's not really a photograph. That's not what it is. Through the keyhole. Everything is so scary. This game is so scary. The artwork is so nice and cute, and then everything's so scary, and blood is everywhere. The standees. We've got these purple little haints that look like old men haints. I like them. Purple cubes. We got a couple little tokens over here, little skulls and scary bloody hands. See, I'm telling you, everything's scary. We've got her mason jars. Good chunky feeling pieces over here as well. And this little guy that slots in at the bottom. You know the drill. You know the drill at this point. Okay, a good purple too. Right here. Let's crack it open. All of the little action tokens, tiles, whatever you want to call it. All these little things. I don't know if they're supposed to be sorted in a particular way, but they certainly did not come sorted in any sort of way. They're wooden. They feel great. Love it very much. All right, we've got, I know that this is like the first player marker, this little lantern. Another wood piece. Nice and feeling good. I am not going to lie to you and say that I know what these are, but they're cool. I guess maybe they're little like bonus tiles to let you have extra cool things. I don't know, but they look like little tarot cards. I like them. I like them. Don't know what goes over here. Maybe Fairfolk expansion stuff or something. And finally, last components in that box are these. These are like wild actions, and these are the storm pieces that will go on the board to show where the family is exerting their influence. These are great. They're a little thin, but I don't feel like they're fragile. And I assume you wouldn't want them to be too much thicker because it would take up too much space in the box. I really like these. These are cool looking. Okay, by the way, this is not like in any way sponsored or affiliated. I bought this on my own with my own money because I'm a big boy who knows how to do things like buy things. A nice little how to pack it back up again, which is lovely. And actually, does this answer my question of what goes in the other components tray? Yes, player aid cards go over here in the tray. Boom. Question answered. Thank you, Harrow County. If you don't have the satchel edition, we recommend you put your lid on upside down to protect the holes. All right, so there's your reason for getting the satchel, is that little hole there. And now, sure, let's talk holes. If you've been on this channel for any amount of time, you know that a game that I love a ridiculous amount is Shogun. And I love it a ridiculous amount because it's a great game. Go check out my top 20 board games of all time to learn a little bit more about it. But I also love it because of the cube tower in the game. And Harrow County employs really the exact same idea, but instead of dropping things into a component that you pull out of the box, this one is actually built into the box. Got this put together mostly, but there's one more piece. The top of this little tray here is actually a component piece. It's actually kind of tough to get it off, which is, I'm sure, good for security, but it's bad for me looking strong on the internet. So you got this all set up, right? So let's see what happens. 3 red, 4 purple. Oh, all right. Well, that's interesting. That spilled out. I put in 3 red and 4 purple. 3 purple came out. How is that possible? Well, because there's a bunch of little ledges in the box that makes this an imperfect cube tower, because with a regular dice tower, you want everything to come out, but it makes it a great board game component because not everything comes out. Some things get stuck, and you never know what's going to happen. The next time there's a fight, you might drop in 1 purple cube and 3 red cubes come out. It's an amazing little gimmick, and it makes battles so dynamic and explosive and fun. So if I shake this, yeah, we're gonna get cubes spilling out all over the place. All right, let me return this to its original form. All right, kids, the last thing we have to look at is the Harrow County Fairfolk expansion. So this allows you to play a 2, 3, or even 4-player game of Harrow County. The Fairfolk take twice as many turns, but must make bargains with other players in order to find the Queen's sword, crown, and the Queen herself. And they put it in very difficult little plasticky wrap. All right, let's get in here. So it is another faction. Can be played as the third player instead of playing with Hester, or they can be played in a fourth player game with Hester. Would you look at that? So these guys will not be able to be played in a 1v1 game. No, no, no. But if you're playing 3 or 4 player, get the Fairfolk out, baby. All right, so similar to the other factions, they've got all of these lovely little wooden tokens marked on the back with this FF, so you know that they're Fairfolk. And then we've got these wooden left and right. Are these like shiny? Oh yeah, they're like kind of silvery, kind of metallic. That's pretty fun. We've got these as well. We got so many different pieces of wood in this game. Oh, I bet you these are like, they stand up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Stands right up there. Gray cubes, these little guys as well. Whoa, look at how shiny. Whoa, whoa. That's pretty freaking sweet. I like that a lot. I'm a simple man. You show me something shiny, I'm all over it. So a bunch of different map-based things. Play this card if there are 4 or more nests in wetlands hexes. Interesting. It feels a little Takanoko-ish to me, which is interesting. What is this? You should eat this. This is something that you're supposed to eat. No, don't do that. That was called a joke. Do not follow that instruction. Whatever I tell you to eat on this channel, don't eat that. More of these super sweet shiny cards. These, oh my gosh, they look so cool. They look so cool. I love those. We have this. I don't know why. It's magnetized. Is this magnetic too? No, that would be too cool. All right, again, the shiny. Got 1, 2, and 3 on this punch board stuff here. Man, this is cool. These are so cool. This little card, a location card. I'm guessing you're marking things on here. So you're like, oh, we already checked there, or we did whatever, because you're looking for tokens, the swords and the shields. They come with a bag as well. Different material, because it is shiny, but it's like a different, it's not felt anymore. It's something else. It feels, I think, a little bit nicer than the family's bag. And then this Fairfolk board here, with anytime a haint dies or is infected, gain a cube. I'm guessing these things slot in here as you find them. Boom. That's called a Harrow County. I have no idea, clearly. I just unboxed it, how this game plays. I don't know how it feels to play. I'm excited to learn that stuff, but truly just based on components alone, this feels like a really nice, high-quality product. Like, it's not, obviously, you didn't see any in the video. It's not miniatures focused. There isn't that element of production value, but they really make all of the rest of it. Like, being a non-miniature game, it feels as premium as a game with miniatures because of the quality of everything else. It all looks really good. It feels nice and chunky and weighty. I am very excited to get this to the table and start playing Harrow County. So that is all for this video. Stay tuned. I will be doing a review of Harrow County eventually, so if that already exists, then go check that out. If not, maybe go check out my top 20 games of all time. We talked about Shogun, so you could learn a little bit more about that game and about other things that I like. Or maybe if you don't want to do any of that, go watch Shut Up and Sit Down. They're really funny. That's a bad plug. Hold on, what's something else that I've done that's funny? I really like, personally, one of my all-time favorite videos. I talked about the Krampus expansion of Final Girl, the Santa's Village Massacre. I don't remember what it's called. I really like that video, so if you want to support a video that I think I did well on, go watch that one. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of Harrow County just based on components alone, and if you've played it, let me know what you think of the game. All right, bye everybody. Goodbye. Adios. Toodaloo.